this? I was actually asked, was this a rant, a rally, a call for arms? But actually it's not. I'm just going to talk about what it's like to be black. My name is Danielle Hobbs, as she mentioned, and I'm a senior psychology major, and I do think I'm a little bit qualified for this topic. But this was actually the product of a class that I've taken from a wonderful teacher, Dr. O'Brien, called Stereotyping and Prejudice, which has really taught me, based on what I've already learned about my experiences with African American culture, but also that no one wants to be treated in an unfair way. But the thing that I have faced the most is the great divide that's between whites and blacks still, even in 2013. And why there's still this negative connotation when it comes to blacks, but a positive connotation when it comes to whites. So what's the big deal still? Well, Tim Wise, who wrote a book entitled White Privilege, thinks it's these ideals that come with these head starts, advantages, and those positive societal treatments that whites get versus blacks. So in the Associated Press in 2005, these were two pictures. A black guy was actually wading in the water, and it says he was looting a grocery store, while the whites were in fact doing the exact same thing, but it says they were finding bread and soda from a local grocery store. So how does this make me feel as a black woman in American society? I have mixed feelings. I'm extremely proud of my culture, my heritage, how we've overcome a lot of things that we've come into, but I'm still very discontent because even in my society, when I walk in somewhere, people judge me before they even know me. So a great quote I heard was that being black was like playing extreme sports. You should always wear a helmet because you never know what you're going to experience, and you never know how you're going to be able to respond to things, and you have to keep your composure regardless. So old-fashioned racism that I've actually encountered is the blatant in-your-face racism. One of my honors teachers actually told me when I was in high school, she just didn't feel like blacks were up to par to be in AP classes or honors classes. So even the blacks and whites looked at her, insane, because we're like, it's 2008, 9, why do you feel this way? And she just attributed to her not interacting with blacks when she was a child, and that she hadn't had the experiences, and the ones that she had experienced with, it was not a good product. So aversive racism is one that's relevant as well. And these are those when you say don't go to South Memphis, don't go to Orange Mound, dun dun dun. But Carterville and Arlington, we attribute as a positive place to go. And I've experienced this as well when I used to work at Costco. I would have my hand out for their money, but they would throw their money down on the counter instead because they felt that they were uncomfortable being around me. So I like to make those people feel a little more comfortable by touching their groceries a little bit more. Modern symbolic racism is the one that I've learned a lot about in this Stereotyping and Prejudice class, which is those people that say that racism doesn't exist, like it's not there, but it really is, and it still is today. Those are the people that say they don't have any problem, they're not racist, but they don't actually want to be around blacks. They don't want to experience, or they don't know them. They just don't want to get to know them. So a couple of myths I want to bust before I leave here are blacks are lazy. When actually blacks make up 12% of the population and whites make up 69%, but over 60% of black men and black women are actually in the workforce at age 16. Also, the second myth, blacks are the only ones on welfare. Why do people keep saying that? Actually, black recipients on welfare has actually decreased since the 1970s. Now, there are a lot of blacks on welfare as well, but blacks are not the only ones on welfare. Caucasians and other races are as well. And the third myth is blacks commit more crimes than whites. Now, actually, there are more of us in jail because we're more likely to get stopped, we're more likely to get our cars searched, and in 1988, 5 times higher arrests, there were 49% longer sentences. Also, and the fourth myth I like to bust is that blacks unfairly receive the benefits of affirmative action. Affirmative action doesn't equal black preferential treatment. It actually is for any minority group, sexual orientation, and white women as well, and all types of races and genders. So why is this important? Because nobody's born a bigot, and silence is being complacent. We all have something to say, and we should stand up and speak about what we believe in. So we learned when we were young that knowledge is power, and now that you know what I know, and you know that a lot of these things are myths, you have to stand up and take advantage with that knowledge and do what you're supposed to do. And also in the Spider-Man movie, we also learned that with great power comes great responsibility. So if you're privileged or not privileged, if you have more opportunities than other folks, you have to still stand up and do what's right. Now, I really wish I could get out of here, but I can't. So I'll just have to say thank you.